Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Boys, Booze, and Blood.
I am Circus Murder.
I am the Beta 00.
I'm California 13.
I am the Last Elm Street Brat.
George Jack 16X.
And this is Beloved Freak.
And tonight, you guys, we're going to do a very special episode where we're going to talk about the year's worth of horror movies.
We're going to wrap up
we're
2017.
We're going to do our top 5.
I'm going to refresh some memory because 2017 was a really good year for horror. Good and bad, a lot of good actually. We had Cult of Chucky, House on Willow Street, The Void, Annabelle Creation, A Cure for Wellness, Better Watch Out, Sweet Virginia, Alien Covenant, like It Comes at Night, Happy Hunting. I said it out like Happy Death Day, The Girl with All the Gifts, The Black Coat's Daughter, Life, Creep 2, Split, Thelma, 1922, Tragedy Girls, Mother, Super Dark Time, Hounds of Love, The Devil's Candy, A Dark Song, Prevenge, Raw, Gerald's Game, Shape of Water, It, and Get Out.
Jeez.
A lot.
That was quite the list.
I know. I needed to refresh the memory.
There, did you beat it?
So let's start with our top 5.
Yeah, top 5. My top 5, I would honestly say, is Better Watch Out. My number 5. Just because I thought it was a really good horror movie. To kind of sort of disguise as a Christmas movie. Just because, I mean, even if it's set on Christmas, it was more of a slasher, I thought. And I had so much fun with it, and I loved the kids, even if the main kid was annoying as fuck. But he was going through puberty, so I think that was kind of the whole point of that. And I love the lead girl.
Yeah. It was
Whatever her name is, I totally forgot she was in The Visit.
I forgot her name too.
She was fantastic in this movie, and I had so much fun with it that I had to put her in my top 5.
A lot of twists and turns. What did you think? Did you see it coming?
I did honestly see the twist coming for the trailer, because in the trailer he was dancing.
I'm so glad. I didn't watch the trailer. I
That
saved myself.
shit ruined it for me because I watched the trailer right before watching the movie, so I was like, bye. But I still enjoyed it.
Well, it's kind of like with Scream 4, when I was watching the trailers, and I kept watching the trailer, and there's this one moment in the trailer where Jill goes like a fake, like kind of sarcastic scream, and I was like, oh, this bitch is the killer.
Oh, you got it from that? Nice.
Like, me and my best friend Dylan, we were literally just watching the trailers over and over again, dissecting it, and that kind of just gave it away.
Scenes.
Yeah. But again, watching the trailer for Better Watch Out, it gave away the movie for me, and I didn't. There was no twist.
But it's good that it didn't ruin it for you, and it's still
Right, but I still enjoyed it. I still really, really enjoyed it.
Same.
So that's why a lot of people said don't watch the trailer.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Don't watch the trailer. I honestly would have loved if it was just a straight up
Slasher?
Not slasher, like a house or arrest type
Oh,
of movie.
okay.
Like a home
House
invasion?
Well, like a
Invasion.
home invasion with the kids, and they were being tortured throughout the entire movie. But you know, it works. I love it a lot.
Sweet.
What about you?
My number 5.
Number 5.
Number 4.
Number 5.
For me, would have to be Cult of Chucky. This one has a lot of problems, but I still say I enjoyed it overall. It did some things I know divided a lot of fans and upset fans, but I was like, this franchise has been going on for almost 30 years now, and they decided to do something different and take a risk. First viewing, I didn't really care for it. I was sort of like, what the hell is this? I was like, what type of Chucky movie is this? This is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then again,
artsy.
multiple viewings, I grew to appreciate it a little bit more. And
Definitely enjoyable. Definitely, like, it takes you out of the Chucky franchise, but then you're like, this, yeah, it fits for
I like
that's
that
where
it
it's
had-
going.
it was cool to see, Tiffany back in it, Jennifer Tilly. It was good to see Andy in it. I'm glad it was set in a hospital setting with all the white, with the color added, with the blood.
The snow.
A lot of blood, a lot of good amount of gore in this one.
Yeah.
The
Can
slow
we
motion was
please
nice.
talk about Jennifer Tilly's acting? It was really bad. in
That
this
was Oscar
movie.
worthy.
No.
It was Razzie Award worthy.
But I think it was suitable because she's playing a regular person trying to act. So she's trying to. I think it's purposely supposed to be like
That
bad
confused me
acting.
though.
Because she's pretending to be Jennifer Tilly, and Tiffany is not an actress.
No, she's Tiffany Valentine, she said.
I know, but she's. I mean, like Jennifer Tilly. Like she's trying to. Is Tiffany trying to be Jennifer Tilly? but she's not an actress. So she's doing bad
No,
acting.
but when she goes to see her in the hospital, she introduces herself as Tiffany Valentine. She's
but
not trying to be Jennifer Jason.
Anyways, number 5 is Cult of Chucky for the
Anyway.
last Elm Street brat. I like the blood, love the setting, better pacing than Curse. I love the look of the good guy in Chucky in this one compared to Curse, where he looked like an angry little Asian. But
He was funny.
I love the split screens. I'm so glad Brad is still doing the voice. He had some good
Yeah,
moments
yeah.
that made me laugh in this one.
Shout out to the Chucky head.
Mm.
Oh, the
That
Chucky
was
head.
funny.
Yeah.
When he was interacting with that woman,
Oh, the schizophrenic.
the schizophrenic, he
Oh,
was
that's
hilarious
hilarious.
with
I'm
that.
gonna get you to later. Oh, and I don't want spoiler. No, the cameo at the end.
Oh.
That's the best part
Yeah.
of the movie.
Well, yeah, we can spoil it. It's been out for
Everybody's
more
seen
than
it.
3 months now. It's on Netflix.
And if you haven't seen it,
Watch it.
you're dumb.
Wow, good old Kyle from Child's Play 2 is in the
Yes.
cameo at the end.
Fuck yes.
Ready
It was
about
great
to
to see.
torture that little Chucky head.
Looking the same as she used to look, by the way.
Why are you lying?
She looked good. She
George,
looked
your
like
number
Kyle.
5.
George.
My number 5 actually I watched a few hours ago was Mother.
Ah.
I held off on that for a while.
Uh-huh.
Just because it looked very artsy fartsy like The Witch, and I hate artsy fartsy type movies like those independent shits. And I'm like, okay, but
Independent shits.
this movie gave me a lot of anxiety throughout the whole time. Like there was a few dull moments. Like there was like 1 or 2 where I'm just like, okay, fuck it. But I had anxiety the whole time because Jennifer Lawrence is just so damn nice.
She's such a great actress.
Right?
too.
No, she was great. I think the problem was I don't know why she did the script, to be honest, but like.
She was dating him.
Oh,
I know
she
she
was
But it
dating
was,
him,
that
but-
was after she
Because
started.
all
Yeah.
she's been doing is Mystique, and she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
No, it was a bold choice because I liked her on that other movie she did, The House at the what was
House
it?
at the End of the Street.
House at the End of the
Was
Street.
that
I thought she was
good?
good at that.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I'll let you borrow it.
That was a good twist.
Yeah, it was good. And so I thought, okay, as an actress, she was really good. My thing was like the whole time I'm watching this movie with the anxiety, I was like, get the fuck out of her house.
Yes,
like,
me too.
and I don't like not Benicio del Toro, Javier Bardem,
Javier Bardem.
because he was being such a pushover, and I'm just like, fuck your husband. I'm like, ugh. like,
not supportive of the wife.
Yeah. And like I said, I was told the ending scene is very shocking. It wasn't as shocking to me, maybe because I'm like I said, desensitized.
What did you think of the symbolism and the metaphors?
I mean, the whole religious aspect of it, I was just like, but like I got it once it like it kept going. Like I knew the ending where she like gave him his heart. Like I'm like I knew that was coming. 'Cause
Well, it's
like,
in the poster.
I mostly saw it instead of
Spoiler.
religion. I saw it as like, oh, a woman gives a man all her love and everything, and look what he does with it.
That
You know?
too.
That's why I was just like, fuck. But I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, so it's definitely top 5.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Cool. I'll be looking forward to that. All right, so my top 5 is gonna be Alien Covenant.
Ooh.
I love
Dun,
sci-fi.
dun.
I know it's divisive, but I like the aspect that it's a little bit philosophical. Sorry, tongue twisted. But it's also like a traditional like monster movie with the aliens, and I love the neomorph. I think that was my favorite. Seeing how they attack when they're just in the born scene.
What is the neomorph?
The neomorph.
The white
aliens,
one.
I know
Oh, the white one.
Albino.
Nice.
Yeah, I like when they're born and it
They're
goes through the
scurry.
back and through the mouth. I thought that was cool, and I just like the effects when they're killing everybody. So I like that. It was a fun,
Yeah.
dumb movie.
They used the back burster a lot to
Yeah.
promote. It's like the first time you're gonna see a back burster instead of a chest burster. I was like, yes, I fucking love bursters.
Yeah, and I'm glad they didn't reveal at the mouth either, because they just said one. They didn't say there was gonna be 2 or anything. But I thought it was a fun flick. I enjoyed it for what it is. And that's pretty much
The
it.
creepiest part about the aliens movies for me is the eggs. the
Fido hates
They're
the
so
eggs.
cool because they
And the
look like
face
vaginas
huggers.
and spiders at the same time. So that's
Yeah.
scary.
That's why I don't eat like crabs or anything, because it reminds me of the face huggers.
They're so cool. I think
And
they're so cool.
I don't know if anybody knows, but I think that what you guys say, they canceled the new one.
Yeah,
Right?
Fox has reportedly
Fuck you, Fox.
canceled the plan for the Alien
Fuck
Covenant
you,
sequel.
Disney.
Well,
Damn you, Disney.
What I would have liked to seen is I don't think Walter's dead. I think he's alive and he's exploring the planet and finds more engineers. And I think you discover more about the planet, and together they go after the ship.
I think we've had enough of the engineers.
No, I've had
Yes.
enough of Michael Fassbender.
Right? Like,
Them
okay,
over
we
the
got
android
the
thing.
Prometheus and Covenant. Okay, I got it. I was with it. For the story to start revolving around them, I don't like. No, I don't.
Well, because like Prometheus, weren't they supposed to make a
There's
second
it was
part of
supposed
that?
to be, that was supposed to be Alien Covenant, but they scratched and they like, no, we need to do.
They made like half and
aliens.
half.
Yeah.
Half Covenant, half
That's really fucked up.
Prometheus, half Alien.
Yeah, it
Like,
should
they
have stayed
could've-
as a Prometheus
I would like to see a little
storyline.
bit more of the engineers and then have them crash the plane or the spaceship, and then start off where Alien 1 picks up. Like, and tie that in together a little bit more.
I get you.
That's
Alvin,
all.
your number 5.
Well, my number 5 is Cult of Chucky.
Ooh.
It was a fun movie, and like I love the Child's Play series, and it just gave me everything I would probably look for. It was way better than Curse,
I agree.
and
I just think Curse was more
Slow.
boring, but I
Yeah.
like Curse.
I don't know. I just love Jennifer Tilly. I know her acting wasn't the greatest in this one. Whatever the reason was for the choice that she made to do that, or if that's what she's really trying to portray on camera, who knows? But yeah, that's my top 5.
All right, my top 5 is Better Watch Out too.
Nice.
It was I saw it in October. I was like, I had nothing to watch. It's a Christmas movie. I can't wait for Christmas. Like this is getting a lot of buzz. I gotta get it out of the way. So I watched it. And I'm glad I did. It sucks that I watched the trailer right before it because it ruined the twist for me. But I still enjoyed it. I love the Home Alone meets Home Invasion meets The Good Son type of shit. Like it's really cool. It's fun.
Your Macaulay Culkin movies.
All the Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
That ending got me so pissed. Till you find out that she lives.
Yes.
I was like, I don't want him to get away with it. I was so mad.
I can't
I
wait
forgot
for the
to put that one
second
on
one. The second one till she comes back or whatever. That would be cool.
They should have gone to like Scream 4 or Black Christmas territory with
Yes.
it though. They
Oh,
should
that
have
would've
taken
been
it to the
cool.
hospital.
But for me to enjoy movies, I have to like the acting first and foremost for some reason. And these actors were really, really good.
And it's just funny that like he was so smart throughout the entire fucking thing, and then the one mistake he made was to not make sure that she was dead.
Yeah, he thought. He thought it was. Yeah, it's crazy.
Should have gutted that bitch
Cool
like a
little
fish.
Got wrong.
Cool little dickhead. Top 4, Val.
Top 4 now. I was gonna say The Babysitter, but now I think I'm changing it to 47 meters down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that
And
technically did come out this
that
year.
did
didn't
come
it?
out
We
this
saw
year,
it a
yes.
while
I
ago,
know.
that's why.
I was just happy to see Mandy Moore back on the big screen, and coming off the high from The Shallows the year before, I loved it. I had so much fun. It's not as good as The Shallows, but it was just another shark movie that kind of just gave me the summer thrills that I needed.
It's a different
know?
kind of shark movie.
It's
Oh,
a different
yeah.
kind of shark movie.
Juxtaposition to The Shallows is just like more mental.
It was
a nice twist to
suspenseful. Yeah, there was a great twist at the end. I thought Mandy Moore did a fantastic job with what she was.
Shout out, she
doing.
was a good screamer.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was a great screamer. Shit.
And believable, she looked like she was really fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
So.
Annoying at the beginning, annoying because she didn't want to try anything.
Right, well,
and I was like,
yeah.
I'm not rooting for this bitch, but she turned it around.
The only thing that annoyed me was that she was doing it because her fiance or whatever broke up with her, and it was kind of like, here we go, one of those movies.
I heard that there was a deleted scene where she like tells him off and then goes.
Oh,
But I don't know what
interesting. I haven't seen that. I haven't actually bought the movie, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Because the cover's horrible for the DVD.
It is a trashy cover.
atrocious.
Was
Atrocious.
the original one better or no?
There was a different cover that was a lot.
I like the
And
one where
it
it's
was
the
called-
cage and the sharks
Mhm.
swimming
Yeah.
around. And that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I like that one.
It's called In the Deep.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Deep throat.
It was so much fun. But yeah, I saw it in a packed theater with a lot of people, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. And
It's-
they were clapping and laughing at the right moments that you're supposed to laugh. So yeah,
I saw it with a
It's
good
a
with a
very
good crowd too.
claustrophobic movie.
Yes, fuck
When I
yes.
saw it, it reminded me of Gravity, so to speak.
Mm.
Yes.
Very dark, very mysterious. You don't know what's in front of you,
right.
and it's the quiet moments is what scared me. The
Give
most.
me the heart palpitations.
Yeah.
It's like you're just
girl.
awaiting death.
You're waiting for something to happen.
When
and
she's
you're
on that
waiting
cliff
over
and it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, the cliff. Yeah, the cliff was terrifying. I'm pissed that they're making a 48 meters down.
Oh
my
my
You're
God.
gonna
That's
see
the
what?
sequel.
You're gonna see?
there. Just an
Wait,
extra-
straight to video?
48 meters down.
No,
Not
but is it gonna
47.
go to video?
Probably.
Hey guys,
Because 1 meter makes a difference.
Deep Blue Sea's coming out on Sci-Fi next year.
Yes. come
Part
on.
two.
Finally.
They're-
Yes.
It's
Top
Sci-Fi.
four.
You know it's gonna be horrible.
What about you, Bart?
Number
Maybe
four.
not.
Number
We're
4. For my number 4, it would have to be the Belko Experiment.
Yay.
Why?
Why? After what I just saw right now, that was
Atrocity.
Yeah,
True,
atrocity.
Belko was better than that, but I mean,
Better
it was,
than Mayhem.
Belko wasn't that great.
yeah, it wasn't that good.
What? I thought it was
It's a cool
amazing.
concept.
Awesome.
That
was a
concept was
cool
kind of cool.
concept.
It
was
was
good, but it
bloody.
wasn't executed
It was
well.
it was fast paced.
And you know some
Murder
shit's about to go
mayhem.
down because why are all these white people fucking in Colombia in this office building?
But
They
it makes
should've
you think,
known.
what would you do if you're in their shoes? Would you kill
That's why I
someone?
never leave California or the United States. I'm okay.
Why did you like it? Why is it in your top
Yeah,
four?
why?
Why you sound all stuck? Why did you like 47 meters? That was garbage.
He said why.
You liked 47.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
Defend it.
Where's that recording on YouTube? That's what I like.
Ooh. Receipts.
I don't know how to feel with it. You know, it was like Office Space meets Battle Royale.
That's a
Yeah.
good. That's a good description.
And
Yeah.
Two great movies.
and I had a good time with it. I mean, hey, what do you mean I gotta kill my coworkers? Fuck yeah, I'll kill my coworkers. They ain't my friends, they're my coworkers. There's a difference. We gotta kill the cafeteria lady, I'll kill the cafeteria lady.
Wow.
And their coworkers weren't even that bad. Imagine some people's
I know.
coworkers; they'd
Yeah.
probably jump at any chance to kill
But I
them.
had a good time with the movie. I mean, it wasn't original. Had a good amount of blood. I like the violence. The part that got me is when he gets the razor blade into the back of his head. I was cringing in the theater.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it was more entertaining
It
than
was
most
fun.
of the
It was
releases
super
this year.
fun.
Like
Nice.
that 48 meters. I mean, 47.
What? I mean, I thought the Mayhem was the same fucking thing.
Mayhem?
Mayhem
Oh,
was the
no.
same thing to me.
Mayhem
It did not have no
This
long ass
is-
monologues.
this-
But the monologues is
It
because of the
lags.
virus.
You know, fuck Glenn.
Because he. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Eddie. Oh, George, you're number 4.
Ed and Eddie.
Okay, so number 4, it goes to The Girl with All the Gifts. Now, this was released in September of 2016, but US got it
March.
February 17th.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. February.
So, counts. Now, this movie, look, I'm over zombies in general, and so when I watched this, it kind of gave me a different perspective, because it was kind of like a rehashing of 28 Days Later, but it gave it a more humanistic feel, because this girl was a great actress, for one.
Oh, amazing.
Like, she was kind, like, even though it was just... Basically, if, like, Anne Frank was in the zombie apocalypse... no, because, like, these people, like, tied her to a fucking wheelchair, like, put a muzzle on her, like, it was
Did they
fucking
do that to Anne Frank?
Yes.
No, but
That's
she
why-
still... Did you not read her diary?
They don't get that in Bulgaria.
Oh,
Hey.
it's probably banned there, but, Well, no, because, like, Anne Frank forgave the
Total
Nazis. She's
asshole.
just like, you know what?
Well,
That people are
Bulgaria's
still
not
good at
Nazis.
heart. Like, this girl was the same thing. Like, she still believed, you know, there could be good.
Yeah.
But the action was great. These zombies ran quick. They were fast paced. What's her name? The girl, Gemma Arterton?
Atherton.
Yeah, she was great in it.
Glenn Close is
I
in
know.
it.
Glenn Close is in it. she
Glenn
was
Close
good.
is good. She plays
This
the
one was
villain.
great. I don't own it, but I will soon.
It's on Amazon Prime, guys. Watch it. It's
It
so
is really
good.
great.
It's so good. It's like for people who play video games. It's like The Last of Us because
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
not about zombies. It's like fungus people. It's like
Nice.
spores. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's like it's in
like
the air.
plant-based,
It's
yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, and they shoot kids. Like, they're just
They don't
going
care.
down. They don't give a
I
fuck.
don't give a fuck.
George
It was
Level,
great.
they shoot kids.
Child
So
killer.
do I.
Got my money.
No, I
You
respect
guys
any
don't give a
movie that
shit.
has the
That will
balls to
do
kill
go
kids.
there.
Yeah.
Especially a
Oh,
baby.
hell yeah.
Eddie,
No,
top four.
Stepmother.
Alright, my number 4 is gonna be Happy Death Day. I love slashers, so I think it's a welcome back in the mainstream for slashers. It was a fun movie. It's funnier than I thought it would be. I had a good time. Watched it a few times in theaters, and I love the main girl. I'm hoping we get more of a R-rated like director's cut when it comes out.
Hopefully.
But
We're not. It was shot.
but I feel like it didn't need it. I thought the film carried itself for what it was, and I love the mask. I thought that was a new classic horror mask now. And, well, compared to other ones,
Mr. Charles already cosplayed it.
Oh,
there
did
you
he?
go. Yeah, he did.
Slasher Junkie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he cosplay it at?
Convention, no?
It was for how? Yeah, it was a convention.
I forgot
Good for
what.
him.
He met Meg Foster.
Alan, you're number 4.
My number 4 is Gerald's Game.
Ooh.
Nice choice.
I love Stephen King in general, but this was such a nice movie because it was different and it like kept you guessing at what was going to happen. I never read the book, but if you have read the book, then you kind of already know what's going to happen throughout the movie. But this poor fucking woman just is locked up for days on her bed, wondering when she's gonna die, or if that dog's gonna eat her, or like
The Moonlight
seeing the
Man.
fucking Moonlight Man standing in her window, not knowing if he's real.
Which was fucked up.
Yeah,
Super
totally
cool.
fucked up. And then
So
she
fucked
fucking
up.
cuts her hand open to get the handcuffs off, and it was so realistic. And
Did everybody
gory.
turn away?
No.
I didn't.
I was shocked.
I
like,
was-
they went far.
Ale was
I
like,
was freaking out. Like the
I
realistic
saw
stuff.
you posted your reaction.
Realistic blood and cutting is something that always gets to me. I always say that I could have been a mortician as a career, but I could have never been a doctor because there's something about seeing running blood that just affects me in a way that
And skin
Yeah.
flapping.
But that scene, guys, that scene, this.
Gross.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like in VHS where the hotel and the guy gets stabbed in the neck.
You
Like,
love
it's
that
so
scene.
realistic, and I love the way it looks.
But
But-
those, was that must have been a practical effect, right?
It had to-
that
yeah,
shit,
definitely,
It
yeah.
was like a glove. It was so fucking
And it was
cool.
so well done.
It
Yeah.
was I get chills right now.
But then you get to the end of the movie and like she wasn't fucking tripping out. Like the Moonlight Man was a real person, and
Yeah.
he just like let her live.
I
which
thought
is
the dog was gonna
crazy.
be her friend.
The whole time we're just like, oh, the dog's gonna be
She
so nice and gonna keep her company, and
She
then he
just
fucking
fed you
starts
Kobe
eating
beef.
the fucking husband. Oh, so
Naughty
creepy.
dog.
So good.
Mike Flanagan, he's
Yeah.
a good director.
He's an up and
It was a
comer.
great,
I'm excited
great
for his
movie.
work.
Before
Yeah.
Our Way comes out on Netflix.
Number 4 for me
Before
is
Our Way.
It, Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Number 5. I love, contrary to popular belief, I did not hate that movie.
I didn't say you hated it, so
I-
you didn't like it.
I know, I'm just a super fan of the original. I grew up with it. It's very detrimental to my upbringing and stuff. And
As
the
am I,
original,
by the way.
this remake was amazing and a great cinematic experience, but the kids took the spotlight from Pennywise, which is something that the original doesn't do. Like the spotlight is something.
Because they couldn't act in the
But that's-
original.
That's why
Probably
and that's why I like the original for certain reasons, and I like this one for certain reasons. Like the Losers Club in this one is fantastic. Like Eddie and Richie alone can make their own movie, but Pennywise was not at par with Tim Curry. That's why it's so low on my list. But it's an amazing movie.
But at the same time, he wasn't supposed to be like.
It doesn't matter to me. He needed to
The
be
whole story is
front
about
and
the kids
center.
taking
I
him
can't wait till-
down.
My opinion, my top 4. He needed to be front and center and scary as fuck. That movie did not scare me at all.
Well, maybe that's
Loved
what you're
it, but
getting in the
not
second
scared
part.
me.
Maybe he takes over in the
Maybe
second
so,
part.
but we're not talking about the second part right now.
I'm gonna kill you.
Number
Negative
3,
Nancy over
Salazar.
I know.
Number 3 is The Void.
Mm.
I really
choice.
enjoyed The Void. It was one of those. What? Why?
That's the one I forgot for my bad list.
I love The Void because it was one of those nights where I had nothing to do, so I sat and watched a horror movie, and I've heard about this film, so I didn't know what I was doing, what I was going into. I never saw a trailer, nothing, right? I watched it. I loved every second because it was practical. It felt like it was The Thing mixed with
It was
a
like The
lot
Thing, that's
of
why I liked
other
it.
stuff, and I was just like, cool, I like this. And it also reminded me of The Mist from Stephen King as well, just a little bit. And Hellraiser, and it just kept going and kept going. And
Mhm.
You ever seen the Hellraiser?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, the other dimension can sort of be like the.
Like
you
towards
know.
the ending, I saw little hints of it.
yeah. I was blown away by it, and I thought it was great to see a horror film that used nothing but practical effects for the entire
And crowdfunded.
and crowdfunded, yes.
Yeah.
And the gore was phenomenal. I thought it was bloody as
I'll
fuck.
give you that.
Yeah, it worked. I thought
It's
for
probably
me
the
it
only
worked.
movie this year that had such good gore.
Yeah, it really did. It worked for me on really good levels. So I will happily keep that as my number 3. And I'm sad that it hasn't been released in the U.S. because I really want to buy
It
it.
has.
I got it for Christmas.
It's on Amazon.
Blu-ray, yeah.
It's like
You did?
$15.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Where
For
the
the
fuck
what?
was I?
It was
Where are
$12
you?
bucks on Amazon.
It's on
For
Netflix.
Oh, that's
Blu-ray.
true. It's like $12.99, I think. Yeah.
Well, once we're done recording, I'm gonna go buy that fucker.
There
What
you
about
go.
you, Bert?
Number 3.
Number
My
3.
number 3 would have to go to Netflix's original movie,
The
The Babysitter, by Mick G.
Yes, Mick G.
Charlie's Angels. Woo.
Full
Let's go.
throttle.
But yeah, this is another movie I heard about. Like, oh, the trailer sort of ruined it, but I stayed away from the trailer. I just saw the poster, which I thought was cute. Came out on Friday the 13th. I was like, why not? Gave it a watch, and I loved it. It was one of those movies where I love the relationship between the boy and the babysitter, where when you find out she's gonna, you take his blood, and then he saw the murder that she was gonna kill him. It was like, it sucks because I really liked the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They worked really well together.
Yeah.
But I like the it had a good amount of blood. Some of the humor worked for me, especially
Yes.
Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Yes.
Bella
Surprisingly, Bella
Thorne
Thorne.
killed it.
No one wants to motorboat those titties.
You're really trying, aren't you?
I got 2 different people's blood in my mouth. I got AIDS.
That black guy John was amazing.
He shot me in the tit. What kind of guy shoots a girl in the boob?
The nipple's gone. The nipple's gone.
She was actually really bearable.
Super
in this.
good.
It was
Super
awesome.
good. I
But
fucking hate
that's
her.
my number 3, Babysitter.
Yes.
I can't wait for that to get a release on
Love that.
on DVD, VHS,
Why-
DVD, Blu-ray.
Why is he not wearing a shirt?
Oh, that's fine with me. Leave the shirt off.
There you go.
You're number 3.
My number 3 is actually Gerald's Game. For the reasons Alan said, it was great. I love it for the tenseness, just because it's like, and when
It's very
I saw the
intense.
trailer for it, and I thought, okay, her husband's just gonna torture her, like while she's locked up. But it was a good twist that he just was dead.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, she's fucked. Like, and I love that it was her mind playing with her.
Yeah.
And it's like she had the good side, and then she had her husband, and like her good side was helping her. Like, I love it when people are kind of like in desperate situations, and they're trying so hard to do something like her getting the glass of water, and then her having to roll it, like actually get into it.
Nice.
And she was just like, I'm like imagining, fuck, like that must be so hard.
Can we talk about the acting? Carla Gugino in
She's
this
so
role.
amazing.
Oscar bitch, like, damn, like she carried that movie by herself, and she gave me.
I mean, that was
she gave
her
me
movie.
everything. She gave me everything up
At least
and
the Golden
down.
Globe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch Spy
Like
Kids because of her.
Memphissino. What did he say?
Spy Kids.
the
She's
mom.
the
And
mom.
Watchmen.
I love her in Sucker Punch.
Yes, I loved her.
But it was good. And you know what kind of threw me was the tall dude in the end.
The Midnight Man.
Because it's like, I thought that was separate.
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't feel like it belonged in the same movie.
I thought she was imagining that.
Kind of. But it tripped me out that when he turned around and it was that actual, like, disfigured face, I was just like, ooh, like, I actually was freaked out.
Oh, and then the story she tells about him, like
Mhm.
killing his parents and like eating them, and then going out and just fucking killing people and taking part of them. That's just
Yeah.
oh my
To
God,
me, I
that's
thought it was random,
crazy.
but I liked it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Super.
I love that movie. It was good.
And like, what are the chances that she gets locked up and all of a sudden he just randomly pops up in her house?
Shook it.
Yeah.
Number
Eddie?
3.
Alright, my top 3 is gonna be Cold Chucky.
Yes.
I really love the cinematography. I love the white lighting from the hospital. I love that the cast came back. Alex Vincent was great back to the franchise.
He needed more screen time though.
More
Yeah.
screen time.
I'm hoping that he's gonna be more the lead character in the next film.
He said he's quits after this one. Like he was done with acting.
After the
Really?
one we just saw, after the one
After
we're
the one we
filming?
just saw, he said he was gonna.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe he might.
I'm sure he signed a contract for the next one.
Yeah.
It's open for him.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I want a duel with him.
Yeah.
He'll need
and,
the money, I'm sure.
Oh, he needs the money.
But I really like the twist. One of my favorite scenes is the glass falling.
Mm.
Yeah.
I thought that was a
It's
nice
cute.
ode to Bride of Chucky.
Mhm.
With the snow.
Yeah.
Made
oh,
it
yeah.
beautiful and artsy with the snow.
It was a very artsy film, and I think I appreciated it more for that, especially from Dan Mancini. I think a lot of people give him a little more slack from him taking over his own franchise, I'd say, with Seed of Chucky and then Curse. I think he proved himself with this one
For sure.
as a director.
He proved, to me, he proved it with Curse, because I love Curse.
Curse was good. I thought the suspense.
He
was
made
good in that one.
Chucky scary again to me.
But I think more tone. I think the Curse was good. This one, I think the way it's as a director using the shots and
Yeah.
stuff,
It had a better pacing
Yes,
with
it's
this one
really
than Curse.
beautiful.
A lot
Yeah.
better, move quicker.
it was a little more intriguing for me. But yeah, that's my top third one.
Nice.
Alan?
Oh, yeah, my third one, huh?
oh.
My third one is Alien Covenant.
Yay!
I know that not everybody liked it, and it could be taken as slow, but I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise in general, and like it gave me that next step that we never got in the originals, and it like tells you a backstory of where the aliens might have come from and how they evolve, and like you get a new xenomorph out of it, and it's like a humanistic alien type breed, and they're fucking vicious.
Yeah.
They are.
And you
They
guys
are
should know,
way
Alan
more
loves
vicious.
space movies. Like, space movies.
Space to
like
me
that
is
shit.
just amazing. Knowing
Sure.
that something
So
out
good.
there.
Did you see Life?
Yeah,
You did?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a little.
Weird.
Honestly, it could have. They could have
Gone
tied.
further.
They could have tied that into an alien movie if they wanted to, but
It
they
would've
should have
worked.
really gone further.
They were
with the
saying that
story.
that life was supposed to be a Venom
Yeah,
Kinda really-
backstory.
yeah. That's what I heard.
But they should have, with life, they should have pushed it further. But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't come in.
It didn't bother you the fact that like Ridley's trying to build up the fact that aliens were created by an android.
I mean, yes and no, because he didn't create the aliens. He just created that specific one.
The albino
egg.
one.
Yeah, because the aliens, even in Prometheus, the aliens were present in the fact that like their eggs were there, and they had like two separate types of things going on between the humanoid engineers and the alien eggs. So it just gave me that extra step.
Yeah. Evolution.
Yeah.
It bridges the gap between Prometheus and Alien. And
Yeah.
it just meshes the two well. But I like Covenant 2 more than Prometheus. But it's always missing more alien action.
Yeah, I think it should have definitely been more revolved around the alien storyline and not so much the Prometheus storyline. Especially because Prometheus wasn't actually supposed to be
Part of that.
the actual like story of Alien.
yeah.
It was supposed to be its own separate thing that
Okay.
tied in, but it was still a great movie to me.
Okay. My top 3 is Girl with All the Gifts. I don't consider myself like a zombie fan, and I never thought I was like a zombie fan and stuff. But like every year, some zombie movie just creeps up to me and is like amazing. Like last year was Train to Busan,
Mm-hmm.
favorite
Oh,
movie of the year, and that was
Oh,
a zombie
yeah.
movie. But this year, Girl with All the Gifts, it takes the zombie thing further. It's just like they're studying them, and it's a world like if you play video games, The Last of Us, it's more like an intoxication more than
It's like a
zombie
natural
virus.
based
Yes.
thing and not something
Yes,
that
but
is medical.
yeah, and there's the human aspect of it all because there's people that like. It's just I can't give it away, but it's good. It has the 28 days feel. 28 days later feel like the zombies run fast. There's a lot of zombie action. There's a lot of tense moments. There's a lot of good moments. There's a lot of crying moments. You laugh. It's a really cool movie. Everybody should watch it.
I'm sold. You
Thank
sold me
you.
with The Last of
Thank
Us.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Val.
Number 2 is Happy Death Day.
Yay.
I fucking love that movie so much. I'm going into it. I knew I was gonna love it, and the minute I started, I fell in love with the score. I fell in love with the girl. Everything that was happening, and her relationship with what's his name?
Carter.
Thank you.
You turned into her all of a sudden.
And he was just so cute and charming, and his smile at the end, and I was smitten, and she was smitten.
My
and-
wallpaper for weeks.
I just had so much fun, and the fact that they had chase scenes in this, and they weren't short chase scenes. They extended the chase scenes to a good while, and it incorporated a great score, and she was fighting back, and I don't know. I had so much fun with this movie. What's so funny?
I think.
Beta don't like it. Beta doesn't like it
I
that
thought it
much.
was so stupid.
Honestly, up until the last like
I
10
thought it
minutes,
was-
I still thought that he was gonna be the killer in the end. So
The boyfriend?
I was surprised.
Carter?
The boyfriend?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been a good twist.
The twist was stupid. The reasoning was stupid. The execution was stupid. It was a fun movie to. No,
Save that for your
I'm
list.
gonna save it. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Wait, that's on your top?
Just,
Worst.
This is my worst
Worst?
list, for sure.
You
We'll get there
stupid.
later. We'll get there later.
You stupid,
I
stupid
honestly,
bitch.
you are stupid for that.
But you defend it though.
I honestly,
I am
think
defending
Yeah,
it. That's why I'm
defend it.
calling him a bitch.
I will say why. It's not that bad.
it was definitely a reinvention for the slasher genre.
Yes.
Much needed.
And it had, I thought she was so charming, and when she was going through her, oh, I need to be better moment, and she was like, this is great, like, I know what to do, like, everything. I got the chills, and I was going with it, and I was happy, and then I got teary-eyed when she was with her dad, and I don't know. I really enjoyed the fuck out of this movie, and I will watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah, there's a great arc to her character because at first I'm like, she's a bitch. I don't think I'm gonna like her. But then you see why she is and the way she is, and how she lowers her walls down, and she becomes a better person. She
Right.
sees a reflection of herself. She's like, I'm a bitch. I'm a horrible person. Nobody likes. She realizes everyone has
Yep.
every reason why to kill her, and that's also the fun part.
Exactly.
Because you're like, oh, it's gonna be her. In the beginning, you kind of pinpoint who it is, but then the more you go into the story, you're like, anyone could possibly kill her.
Right. I might have, like, towards the middle, be like, oh, maybe it is you know who, but I let it go, and I was kind of just like, I'm just going to enjoy it. I don't give a fuck who the killer is. I'm going to enjoy every event that happens and how it unravels and whatever it is. And that's exactly how I started the movie, that's how it ended the movie, and then that's how I saw it 3 more times after that. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many times have you watched it?
Total?
Yes.
4.
Okay.
That's excessive.
What?
I was like, that's excessive.
What? Fuck you
Okay,
too!
Return, Mr.
George.
Jedi.
I don't know who killed me. Sorry.
Seen it 8 times in theater already.
Hey. I saw it twice. Twice was enough.
Choice is good.
And you said you want to see it again, right?
I didn't say I didn't want to
I
see
thought
it
you
again.
said that
No,
today.
I saw it 5 times.
I saw
that
it
was
5
nice.
times
Me
too.
too.
That's
did.
worth it.
All right, so
Okay, you go.
my
Sorry.
number 2, I'm with Val on this. Happy Death Day.
Thank you.
You know, it's funny too. This is one I was very skeptical of seeing because I'm not a fan of Blumhouse at all. A lot of things Blumhouse has put out, I really didn't care for, except for the Sinister franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, why not? Went, go watch it. Had my expectations low. Loved it so much that I saw it a second time. To me, it doesn't feel that much of a slasher. It has slasher elements, but it plays more like this drama with some of this, with a little bit of horror in it. Because, I mean, she pretty much has to figure out her killer, but she also has to fix all the problems that's in her life.
Right.
And it's sort of a good character piece because at the first I didn't like this bitch at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which also is thanks to the actress who does a great job in this film for me to, respect her and care for her towards the end and root for her. I love the score. Me and Belle both had to buy the score.
We did.
Amazing
Signed
soundtrack,
scores.
signed scores. But yeah, this is probably my second favorite.
Shut up, George, with your stupid fucking face.
I'm like, what? I mean,
You
it was
judgy bitch.
It was good,
Leave
but
it alone.
it wasn't like epic.
You don't know what epic is, so
Yeah,
George's
I know,
number 2
but you know
is.
what? Shut the fuck up.
What is your
I'm gonna let
number
you have
two?
it. Whatever. It's fine. You can have that one.
What's your number 2, George?
My number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm
Say
thinking about
it,
it. Say
say
it. Get out. I like that.
That's it. Get the fuck out.
Get Out,
out.
Get Out was on
Get
my
Out.
list too, but I changed it for something.
Wait,
But
I
here's
liked
why.
Get Out.
Here's
I liked it.
here's why.
Let's hear it out.
I think it's definitely. It's not a horror to me.
No.
I found it more comedic, but
Well, it depends on what you consider to be horror, because to
Exactly.
the black people, that's fucking horror.
the
Them
reason I
fucking
found
white
it
people went after
horror.
them.
White
That's some
people,
scary
white people
shit.
are scary. No,
I'm
if
white,
he-
and white
he-
people are fucking scary. I know better.
Like, he kind of directed this more towards racism is out there, but he put it really out there to the point it's
without
comedic.
being racist.
Can I
though.
just?
Exactly.
Can I just? I don't think it's about racism because they are trying to be black people. Racism means you hate other races. The basis of this movie is
That's
they
true.
are trying to be black.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of
it's
like
just-
it's not so much.
To me, it's
But
not about
there's
racism.
It's like
It's
the
about-
opposite.
They're
It's
trying
It was
to
about
be-
treating black people as accessories and like fashion
Which is
sense.
racist.
Yes, well, not really, because that means you hate them. This is
No,
more.
not necessarily.
This is more so
This
stereotype.
No,
means
no.
They have. They want to
Dictionary
be
wise-
black people for the reason that people are racist to them.
George.
This is
defend
more
it.
stereotypical. Here's why. There's a certain
That's
scene, okay, first of all, it's fun. It is iconic. I think people are gonna allude to it a lot because you see parodies left and right. The second time I saw this with my boyfriend, we had a fucking fun time. Shit was funny
Yeah,
to us.
it was fun. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But my thing is, I think what's scary is the way they do stereotypes. Like when he was from the first moment where he was like, "How long has this been going on? This thing?" It's like you're stereotyping
Mm-hmm.
these.
That's not
people
how I
and
talk. That's not how every man talks.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I get it because it kind of makes me think of how Cause this is fucked up. This is how my boyfriend's mom kind of like talks with me sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like she treats me like a freaking brown ass Mexican
Right.
sometimes, and I'm
Right.
just like, and she speaks like broken Spanish and shit, and I'm just like, you racist
okay.
bitch, like.
But you know they don't mean it in bad way.
I-
They're just
no, they
trying
don't
to,
mean it in
like,
a bad
yeah,
way, but
it
kinda
is
like-
generalizing.
Yeah.
Generalizing.
It's like the stereotype is what he's trying to show. It's like
Yeah.
you're kind of, and it's scary. And then towards the end, it gets pretty horror because it's like he, gets out of it. It's pretty bloody, and
becomes
it's
a
like, and it's
slasher.
great.
the scenes when he's in a trance are amazing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
The acting
That's-
is fucking amazing.
No, and that's why I think like he definitely deserves the nominations he's getting.
Oh,
Mhm.
for
Like,
sure.
Funny.
Have you guys, okay, can we talk about that scene where she's eating the Fruit Loops with the milk on the side?
That's a great allegory, too.
She is separating the colors from the whites. It's
Exactly.
there in your face. It's amazing.
That's iconic and it's funny.
He did a fucking amazing job, right?
It
He
was.
did. I don't care. It's social commentary. It's not racism because dictionary-wise, racism means you hate other races other than yourself. You think you are the
no.
you superior race. Dictionary-wise,
Yeah.
Dictionary-wise, yes. I do
What
agree.
about
They're
Urban
generalizing and they are
Dictionary.
stereotyping. But I don't think
Twitter
racism
dictionary.
is the word to use.
Eddie, you're number 2. Do you need a
Number
dictionary to know what yours means?
I do. Where's my notes at? I thought I left this somewhere. No, my number 2 is gonna be Annabelle Creation.
That's your number 2?
Yeah.
I did like it a lot more than the first one. First one was horrible. This,
Yeah. Oh no.
I
Well,
liked
you know
it.
what?
They're
I
both
think,
bad.
But I think that's what
Thank
it
you.
surprised me a little bit more because I was like, "This the first one is one of the worst ones I've ever
I
seen."
saw parts of it
I
at work.
said it was one of the worst ones I've seen. I don't want to ever see it again. This
my
one,
break.
I actually enjoyed it. It was a different angle. It actually has some of the creeps and scares, and I liked it as much as the first Conjuring. It just surprised. I think that's why I like it a lot more because it surprised me.
See, that's why I didn't like it because it felt too much like The Conjuring. Like
Yeah.
it didn't do anything
What's
new.
the
It
same
was
universe
just.
doll?
And
it was
where
just-
was Annabelle?
It was just rehashing what The Conjuring already did.
Well, then it's not. But
It
then
didn't-
if you look at the other movies, she's not really present. It's the presence around her, it's not the doll itself.
But it-
Doll's not gonna be like
They
Chucky.
could have used her more than they used that demon.
But like, I think there's some scares that I enjoyed. I like the
Definitely.
director.
I like when you threw the sheet over the doll and
The-
it gets up
the
and it's
sheet.
walking.
The scarecrow was cool.
the
Scarecrow
scarecrow
was cool.
when they're in the when
bar.
the girls are under the covers.
Yeah.
You hear the
Definitely
bell.
creepy, don't get me wrong. Good movie, tense, better than the first one.
It's
There
not
were-
as cup of tea.
I
That's
was
cool.
missing Annabelle. That's all I was missing.
Annabelle, girl, where you at?
Yeah, exactly.
She's on her
Yeah,
honeymoon
yeah.
with
She's
Chucky.
just like doing the exorcism.
It's like the
with
little
her.
meme where she's on
Yeah.
vacation with a little
Yeah. she was on vacation.
She with Chucky.
But yeah, I just enjoyed it because it surprised me. Out of all things, because I really hated and I trashed that first movie. I'm like, wow, this actually was pretty decent. And then the more I watch it, the more I had fun with it. And I think that's what I'm basing it on. Not how great it really is. It's stupid. It's a stupid movie.
Yeah.
But I just found enjoyment in it for some
Yeah.
reason, and I think that's why I just put it up there.
It was stupid.
To each
Respectable.
their own.
Yes.
My number 2 is Devil's Candy.
Yes.
Great.
Totally
What was
unexpected.
on your top 5?
Definitely a new idea. It's just a great movie to watch because you're just like you pick up on all the like references of like Satan and hell and everything, and yet he doesn't get it. It just flies over his head.
Yeah.
And
Even though he's into that sort of music.
even though that's what he listens to and everything, and he just doesn't pick up on it. And like the poor girl, like
She went through hell.
she went through hell, and then the fucking crazy guy with the guitar, like.
That was
I-
strange as fuck.
super
You
cool.
guys know the other day, like I had that issue with my ear, and like I had this enormous buzzing going on, and the only thing I wanted to do was make it go away, and then like that would have been me. Like I probably would have just gotten a fucking loud ass guitar or some loud ass music and just kept it going
Drowned it
because
out.
like it was so bad. So I felt for the guy being possessed, and like to watch the dad paint that fucking mural with his own daughter in it is just so creepy.
He was swole as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Ethan Embry, like, really worked.
Ethan
so
Embry.
well.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your boner.
Sherry Appleby killed that role.
Oh, I love
She
Shirley.
was so good.
I have to watch. Swamp
Obviously,
Thing.
the I'm gonna talk about it too because it's my second one too. So that's why you're my boyfriend.
You're number 2.
So that was Kenny's my boyfriend. The acting, shit. Ethan Embry kills it. The daughter kills it. Sherry Appleby, I didn't know she can act like that. Even though I love Unreal, I don't know if you guys watch it, but
Yes.
she does amazing on that show. She did so good on this one. I don't know something Pruitt Taylor Vince something. It's the guy of the evil guy's name.
Mhm.
He does. He played Twisty the Clown on Horror Story.
Oh, that was him?
That's him.
Okay, that's fine.
He's so fucking good. That scene with the 2 boys, and in the field, and then it's fucking crazy. The music,
Yeah.
It was great.
Him waking up in her
Amazing.
bed
Oh,
and she
yeah.
wakes up. That was
the fire
was like,
at the
no.
end.
Oh my
God, yes,
Slow
and they light
motion
the fucking
fire
house on
with
fire.
the metal.
Yeah.
And he shoots both of the
score.
fucking parents.
I thought they were both dead until they would like crawl out. No, it's fucking
the
amazing.
movie was so fucking good.
quick. It's 80 minutes
Yes,
long.
it is. But it gets what you need
Yes.
out of it.
Out of
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah.
it's my number 2 too.
It was fucking awesome. I love that movie. It's definitely like a runner-up for sure for me.
nice.
Yeah.
It's not in your list.
No, it's not. No.
It's an honorable mention. That's
It's
for
an
sure.
honorable mention.
That was Kenny's not an honorable mention.
I
have a
Okay.
Uh,
Number 1.
Number 1.
Belle. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Go.
It.
Okay, how many people's is that number 1?
Mine.
It is my number 1.
Is that
All
everybody?
of you.
4 out of
All of you.
5 out of 1. It is
4
the
out of
number
6.
1.
5 out
Oh,
of 6.
5 out of 6.
Five out of 6.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
Why? It was
You
my
stupid
number
hoe.
4.
That's true, that's true.
It's my top 4.
It for me for it was number 1 because I absolutely love the kids. It wasn't scary, but I was more scared of the parents and what the parents were doing to the kids, and you know what the horrors that they were living through day after day, and they manifest this clown in a way. So that also just becomes another burden that they have to overcome. So it was. And I'm a sucker for coming of age stories, and this was such a good coming of age horror.
Stephen
film.
King is very good at doing coming
Yes,
of age.
very much, very much. Like Stand by Me. This
And
was
Carrie,
This is
like,
it.
that's,
yeah,
it's amazing.
exactly. And I think Beverly was the movie for me. She was an amazing actress, and when watching it for the first time, when she was sitting in the bathtub and she was reading the postcard,
Oh.
and she just recites January Embers and My Heart Burns There Too. The way that she emoted and the way she felt those feelings, it all clicked, and I was like, this is it. I fucking love this movie. I love this girl. I love everything about it. And then, of course, afterwards, when the fucking sink was shooting out blood and it was going everywhere, and I thought that was amazing.
All of those kids have such an amazing career ahead
Yeah.
of them.
I think
Yes,
so.
they do.
That's-
Yes, they do.
So
Yeah.
my number 1 is Rings. No, I'm kidding. My number 1, of course, is It as well. I loved it so much. I saw it 5 times in cinema.
Yes.
It's funny, even though I watched the original television movie It as a kid. It was a piece of shit there as a kid for me, and it is still this day. It was never scary to me. It was cheesy as hell.
Cheesy as fuck.
Oh, okay. If you take Tim Curry's portrayal out of that fucking TV movie, it was another forgettable Stephen King TV adaptation. Never scary. You know, it is what it is. I get it. It was part of your childhood, your upbringing. It's just, I don't get it.
That's all they had.
I do admit the clown wasn't scary. Pennywise wasn't scary in this. It was like a coming age. They
Yeah.
focused more on the
It
coming
was a
age.
coming of age, yeah.
It was just Stand By Me, and I had a clown in it.
That's how I felt.
Love the kids, but I mean, Skarsgård did a good job being a Pennywise. I know
Yeah.
you still didn't.
Oh, I
Especially
know.
after hearing, like,
Acting wise, let me.
The way,
yeah,
the
super
reasons
good.
he portrayed him the way he did, it makes a lot
Acting
of
wise,
sense.
he was awesome. Just Pennywise.
I love the Loser Kids.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite's Eddie.
Yeah.
Beverly's my second,
Who was
but
your
Eddie's my
favorite?
favorite.
Okay.
Eddie's my favorite. Scared of the whole world. No, just kidding.
He's not really scared because he goes and does it. He's just very like paranoid. about
hesitant.
it,
I
I
think there's gonna be some type
I
of
don't think he's
And that's not his
hesitant.
fault. That's his mom's
It's his
fault.
mom's
paranoia.
Paranoia, exactly. But he does it. He's like, fuck it. It's like, I'm gonna get gonorrhea, but I'm gonna do it. That's what
It's like,
you know
it's
what
like
I
he's
mean?
not scared, but he's scared of what his mom will do if he gets
Right.
hurt. while he's
Eddie
doing
is a
it.
bad bitch to me.
Bad bitch.
Well, reasons why I like it. When you compare Skarsgård to Tim Curry, fine, it doesn't compare because it's like kind of like what he was saying. When you grow up with it, you're fearing this clown. Like Tim Curry's Pennywise.
And they're very
was,
different portrayals. Like they went the separate way. They're not the same Pennywise.
They did. I only found Tim Curry a little bit scary because it's like it's a clown you could probably see at a party, and like while your parents are like having a beer, you're gonna
molested in the back.
I don't want to say molested. I was gonna say finger, but
That's so much better.
like
He's getting a balloon animal in
it's
his
scarier
ass.
to me. The makeup, everything, and it's just his voice too. But I mean, I find this movie more about the kids. It's like it's definitely coming of age. But what I like in the horror aspect of it is their nightmares. Like Eddie and the leper was pretty terrifying. You know, Beverly, that was very reminiscent of Evil Dead. Like her getting like strapped to the sink
Yeah.
and just
It's
blood
just so
shooting
weird.
at
It
her.
wasn't until this newer version of it that I realized that Pennywise is sort of like a Freddy.
Yeah.
Using their fears against them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't catch that at all in the original one.
You
I don't
did?
know why.
I don't
never-
think they even state
yeah,
that
they
that's
do.
the
They do.
reason.
I never got that.
They never.
No,
But,
I mean and that's what kind of made it. It was like nightmares. It was
Yeah.
definitely like nightmares, and they each had their own. I mean, Richie not so much, and he's definitely my favorite. kid.
Richie had the
The
clown.
clown. You're scared of clowns.
He was
He was
That's why I had
scared
the
of
clown
clowns,
room.
but not till like towards the end, and like
He had never seen him until that
exactly.
scene.
And like I like him because of the comedy. Like it was great comedic timing.
Him and Eddie
Their
were great.
acting, dude.
Him and Eddie
those
were great.
fucking kids
Acting was
are
great.
ahead of their times.
But
Like they should have been born. Like they should have been 30 years old already. They're
Mhm.
crazy. Beverly's acting in that scene where she's covered in blood and her lip is quivering. Like I felt it. I was like, ah, shit, bitch. The blood. Dude, you don't see it? Ah, she's so good.
Eddie.
Yes.
I'm worried about you, baby.
I worry a lot.
Well, before I get into it, because that's my number one, I just want to say that, like, I never saw Gerald's Game or Devil's Candy, so now that I hear you guys talking about it, I really want to watch it, because,
Fuck yeah.
They're both on Netflix.
yeah,
Do
so,
it.
yeah, I definitely want to check those out and watch those. Yes, it is my number one. I think it's a really sophisticated psychological thriller. Not horror, but thriller, I'd say. I love the characters. Beverly's also my favorite. I relate to her a lot. But I love the kids. I think each of them contributes to the story and how they all help each other. It's a group thing. They don't
Yeah.
solve it one by one. They help each other. And they become more like a family, so to speak. And they're there for each other. And I think it's a lot of heart. And that's what we don't really find a lot in horror movies.
Right.
So I think that's one thing that I enjoyed watching, and it's just a visually stunning movie. It's gorgeously shot. I thought Pennywise different from Tim Curry, but it was for the better because you don't want him imitating Tim
Right.
Curry. You know, he tried to do his own thing, and I appreciate that.
I was okay with it being totally different.
Yeah, his costume and everything. I think
Yeah.
everyone loved his costume when they first showed
Yeah,
up.
when I
Yeah,
first saw the
absolutely.
image, people were like, "This is too."
I love the costume.
I loved it
I liked it
too.
from the get go, but I know there was.
I don't
Yeah.
like the head.
No, the
Too
head
much
was
big.
little-
It was a big
Like
head for
big
you.
forehead.
Can't handle a big
Well,
head.
it's like, what's the point of remaking something and making it the same as the original? You're supposed
yeah.
to make it different. You're supposed to go
Like-
off in a different direction.
Which I love
You
because
know.
it reminded me of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because he has a big
yeah.
forehead. But I love his Renaissance kind of costume. And I,
I like
like
it.
the You'll Float 2, the new reference to that now.
Yep.
I like that. And I thought that was really cool. And
With little Georgie.
The Georgie scene
yeah, that was
Hey,
You said it sucked.
sucked.
Oh,
The Georgie scene sucked.
Which Georgie scene?
The
Which one?
The,
The first one?
remake one, yeah.
Where he's which?
When he's
The
getting-
fucking
The sewers,
song.
sewers.
Yeah.
Because you realize there's him in the basement.
Iconic sewer
There's
scene.
him in the
Iconic sewer
fucking
scene.
getting his arm ripped off in the beginning. Like there's
Yeah,
more than
that's
one
the sewer
Georgie scene.
That's the
and
sewer
Pennywise
scene.
pretending to be him.
It sucked. Go ahead.
But that's fair.
Well, my number one is also it. Beto, the
Beto's-
only person on the face of the fucking planet.
It's
that
my top four.
doesn't
Shut the
like
fuck
it.
up.
Great cinematic experience, especially seeing it in theaters with all the boys. Going to the fucking It House in Hollywood, totally fun. It gave me everything I was looking for in the remake. Or, well, not even the remake, because it's the only actual movie.
right.
oh,
Yeah.
adaptation, theatrical.
Yeah.
Kids were great. They're going to have an amazing
I know,
career
bitch.
for doing that movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're all so believable. It's just a great movie.
Who's your favorite character?
Eddie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Eddie.
To
Eddie.
And Bev, like
Bad.
Bevy's so
The other
she
Eddie.
was
These
so-
are gazebos.
she was such a great actress.
Beverly's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. She's getting paid like $80,000 to play young Amy Adams in some movie.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Good for her.
But then and then what, like seeing the parents and the way that they act towards all of this, like they're
Like, no big deal.
they know
nothing.
that something's going on, but they try to play it like they don't, and like it's just fucking scary. Imagine if your parents were doing that.
Shout out to the bully Henry Bowers because nobody mentions
Yeah.
him a lot, but
Oh,
he did an
yeah.
amazing job too.
He did.
Yeah.
He was actually just telling me about a deleted scene that he watched.
Where
for
he
the
kills his
movie.
friends or something.
Where he kills his
no?
friends,
I
yeah.
heard about that too.
I think they should have kept that in the movie.
It would have been
that's gonna be in the
effective.
They
extended
made,
though?
but he's already.
There is
mean
coming.
enough,
It's
I
coming.
think.
See, that's the only reason I'm holding off on buying the movie, and I
Oh, no,
usually
I
won't do
am.
that. Like, I want the steelbook,
They
but
said the most of those deleted scenes that are going to be on the Blu-ray are going to be in the director's cut. It's just the only
Exactly.
scene in the director's cut is going to be the baby eating scene. So if you're going to...
so it's like, should I even wait?
That's on you, bitch.
I would love it if he comes out with the director's commentary because I feel like for it being such a great gigantic movie, which almost made $1 billion,
Yeah.
we got shafted on special features.
I think it's top grossing horror film all the time, right?
Yeah, I beat The
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was perfectly funny. There was totally funny
Great
moments.
humor.
Mhm.
Fucking
The humor
Pennywise
worked.
just joking with
Humor
him.
wasn't forced or needed
It wasn't
Yeah.
hard.
to be
Right.
incorporated in the
It didn't
story
take
like a
away
lot
from
of
Exactly.
big blockbusters have to do.
I cried at the end when they were all holding hands and the camera was just panning
Oh, me
around
too.
them. I thought that was a beautiful.
It's a very
fucking
realistic
moment.
movie with the kids.
And in the original,
Realistic.
But the kids,
The
the way they
original,
act,
it's
the kids
kind
act
of-
like that.
it's
Oh,
kind
well,
of
yeah,
not
the kids-
believable that
yeah.
they're
The
friends.
kids.
Like
It's
the
not
original,
believable.
I don't get the
Yeah, I don't
feeling
like
that
their
they're
friendship's
genuinely
not believable.
friends.
And as much as
And
I
then
love
this
Emily
one-
Perkins, she's not a good Beverly.
No, she doesn't even.
I like
If
Seth
Bevy's
Green.
supposed
Seth
to be a
Green was good.
slut,
It's okay. I'm
and
not
that's what
gonna fight
she's
with any-
known for. The other girl doesn't even look like
She looks like a homeschool
yeah,
jungle freak.
exactly.
Yeah,
She doesn't
Beverly.
look like anybody would sleep with her.
Is half the team in there with you too, huh, slut?
Exactly.
Well, she's got fucking pigtails, so you know handles.
No, it just.
I'm
didn't.
curious, what is your number one?
Yeah, what is
Oh,
your
you
number
guys
one?
know. I've talked about it
Yes.
nonstop since I seen it. I waited this. I don't know why
Yeah.
I waited this long, but I saw it last week. Mother is my top
Oh.
one
Wow.
of this
I don't know,
year.
No.
Just I. Not everybody's gonna like it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. To me, I've told you guys I've had nightmares like this. Nightmares. I don't know if you've had it. I'm sure some of you
Where
have.
people won't leave your house?
Where it starts off like a normal day and then it turns into shit, and it's just a nightmare like that doesn't even go with the but it's just. And on top of that, the social commentary and the metaphors, I love it. I'm not a religious person. I believe in God. I blah blah blah. I don't believe in the church and all that. And I believe in Mother Nature, and she's like. I feel like if they would have advertised it as like a God versus Mother Earth type of shit, people would have seen it
How
more.
would they advertise that though?
Because I don't know, it's like because it's like Black Swan. Like,
And he says it's not a religious movie.
It's not a religious movie. It has religion in it. It's not preachy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right, it's
you
not
know?
preachy.
It's not preachy. It's not telling you. It's telling you that religion is bad because there can be a God or whatever, but the way you go about it and push your beliefs on it, and whoever you do, because all the wars that have happened has happened because of religion. So that's what the movie's trying to tell you.
It's telling you what religion can
Does-
do, and
yeah.
it does to people.
That's to Earth.
Yeah.
Because you can be the nicest person in the world, but if you believe in that's one thing and that's all you see is tunnel vision and all you want to do is praise this nigga
Mm-hmm.
and not taking in account all the other people that live in the world that it goes to shit. That's what I got about the movie on top of other shit.
Right.
But that's my favorite one. And just because it had the shock factor. Like, during the whole movie, I was like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck? At the edge of my seat. Like, that's what I want in a movie for me, you
Yeah.
know? So that's, to me, is the
Totally
number
valid.
one.
I love it. I love it.
Well, now it's time for our worst picks of the year.
Worst
Yes.
picks.
So, what's your number 5 for the worst horror movie for this year?
Can we just do one?
Yeah, can we just do one? 5
Oh,
is
yeah.
a lot.
Well, I have a
No,
couple.
you can go through.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just go
Just
through my
go through your
list.
list,
I'll just
please,
go through
yeah.
my list. My number 5 is Alien Covenant.
Boo.
Because fuck that movie. I was so
Oh, why?
disappointed.
Tell me, like, a good valid reason.
I was disappointed because no. I went into the movie expecting it to be what they advertised it to be, and it was people going into. They were trying to go through another Earth as gay couples and stuff like that. None of that was in the movie. None of it. They only gave you a little inkling when the one guy gets shot in the field and the one guy's like, I love you. And that was it.
That was your problem?
Yeah, that was no, but I thought that was genius. I thought that was amazing to incorporate such a cool concept into an alien film, and then to have all these people fight for each other because, you know, it's same sex, you know, they're trying to do something different, blah blah blah. And none of that was given because they went to focus too much on David and Walter. And I was kind of just like, all right, fuck this. I'm over it.
Yeah.
They had great alien scenes, but when they started doing the David and Walter scene that was like 20 minutes long, where they didn't fucking stop talking
Fingering
to
the
each other.
Blowing your finger.
Yes. I was like, this is stupid. I'm not entertained right now. I'm bored out of my mind. I could care less about David and Walter right now. I wanted more alien stuff. When that girl in the beginning in the showers and everything, when she was dying, great. I was pumped. I was excited, and then it all went downhill for me.
Well, the thing about that is that they have a bunch of clips on YouTube, and they wanted people to watch the clips before going to the movie. I think that was maybe the mistake, because there's like 10, 20-minute long clips.
Yeah,
They
I
give
know.
you
I
a
saw
bunch of
most of
backstory.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4.
Go.
Number 4 is Bye Bye Man.
3.
Piece of shit. 3 was Wish Upon. Number 2 is Rings.
Wait, why didn't you like Wishbone?
What? We
It's
have
the same
time.
thing.
Shut up.
It's an hour.
it's
Fuck
an
this.
Bye.
Wish Upon, it was a PG-13 watered down piece of shit, and there was absolutely nothing to it. There was no emotional connection. No one cared about anybody. That was it. It was pointless. It was pointless. The death scenes were stupid, and it just wasn't fun. It wasn't at all. Number 2 is Rings, and my least favorite movie of the year and probably ever is Jeepers Creepers 3.
Gross.
Alright,
Because
I only got one movie that's my worst film of the year. Waited 14 years for this. And this is what I get with 19 producers and this motherfucking pedophile.
19
Jeepers Creepers 3.
Fun
my
for you, Idris
God,
Elba.
This movie!
I rooted for you. We all rooted for you.
How dare you?
We separated art from the artist.
Put down the fucking child porn and make
God
a good
damn you,
goddamn
Roman.
movie.
It should have been fucking Trish and Trish only.
This shit, what the hell? They should have went with the original Jeepers Creepers 3 Cathedral script where it was about Trish.
Yep.
Should have been Trish's story. This was just a fucking filler, just like The Last Jedi.
The
Happened in
Creepermobile.
between Jeepers 1, Jeepers 2.
Exactly, it was
Got,
pointless
it was
to
a
even
filler.
talk about it.
Fucking Batmobile Jeepers, fucking shooting bombs.
And what the fuck was with that red
Mario
shirt
Kart.
he's wearing?
He looked like Mario.
He's
Mario.
wearing a
Mario
red
Kart.
shirt.
He looked like some fucking wrestler who just put on a fucking Jeepers Creepers mask.
Yeah.
The ending was anticlimactic.
Stupid. So stupid.
The fucking truck had more screen time than the fucking creeper.
It was the Ninja Turtles.
Just
The
truck.
truck. That spits
Look
that
at you guys.
shit.
It's like the amount of story that we got that changed anything in the entire movie could have just been thrown in for 10 minutes in one of the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor, what the fuck happened to your writing? The first 2 were good, then the writing this was just atrocious.
Yeah.
Atrocious.
Atrocious.
Okay, George.
The thing that I
You lost
hated,
14
the,
years.
no, the thing that I hated was when he was fucking in the first movie when he was throwing body bags into the van. No fucking bars came to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, oh, here's these fucking little twats
Booby
trying to reach
traps
the thing, and
fucking
then
ridiculousness.
boom.
He was Jigsaw meets Batman meets
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It was stupid, and then he was on top of the fucking truck, and the truck was driving itself.
Trying to be trendy with his red shirt.
Supposedly he has a telekinesis
A
with the
red-
truck.
A red turtleneck.
He hated Xavier's mind.
George, your number 1 worst film?
I would say it has to be Rings. I mean, none of you saw it.
I
saw
did.
it.
I
liked
did.
it.
I liked it.
I had hope for that airplane scene. That was
Oh.
it,
And
and
it
then the
was-
rest was fucking terrible, like pointless. Alien Covenant, for reasons we already like covered.
No.
It was just dull as fuck. Like I hate Prometheus. I'm sorry, it was boring. Like yeah, you can't be entertained. And then
I should've thought that was-
Damn bitch.
I
last,
like Aliens,
last
so-
second was Happy Death Day, just because it was just silly as a motherfucker.
That's in your.
It was his top 5. He just
Where's,
recently changed
where's,
it.
where's?
It was kind of worse. I'm sorry. It's just reinvention of a slasher is going a little too far.
Mm-hmm. It's not
It kind of
the
made it
worst.
more, but I just didn't like her. I didn't
Disposable
like
fine.
I like Groundhog type movies. Like I don't like like Groundhog Day type movies. I don't like them in general. So maybe that's why.
That was your problem with
Yeah,
it.
it's like-
Groundhog Day.
Because she keeps trying to find out who killed her. It's like,
It's
like-
a mystery. It's a
and then
whodunit.
it-
She had no
You
choice.
impatient motherfucker.
I'm just saying. But like even like which each time she got killed, it could have been more creative. Like and
It was.
the song it went to. I'm sorry, Confident. Like
What?
the song.
What about it?
Like the monologue of her, like, you know, getting killed each time, like, to that song. Really, I don't know.
Oh, so y'all said have a gay taste in music finally. So
That's what I
Eddie,
consider-
your worst number.
Okay, well, originally it was The Void, but I do appreciate the practical effects, so I give it to Death Note. Because that
was a disappointment.
That I was really disappointed. I was really excited to see it, and I was bored out of my mind. Like, I agree with Rings and Wish Upon all that. They're terrible, but I can sit through it. And I understand the story. I get it.
I
This
agree.
one, I cannot sit through it. I cannot understand what's going on. I don't care about these people. I love Willem Dafoe in it. I thought he was a great cast for doing the voice, but the movie was just a bore to get through, and I just can't. I don't want to watch that ever again.
I know. I was so let down.
Yeah.
Because it was Adam Wingard, and he had like a lot of his films.
Yeah, like it was potential. There was great
Has
potential.
anybody seen the anime?
No.
Okay.
Some pieces, but
Alan, your worst
Alan.
film.
So I have a couple of them, and I'll just give you like a quick reason for each. But my number 5 is Mother, and that's strictly because I found it too boring. It was too slow.
You didn't see half of it. You fell asleep.
Yes, I did fall
'Cause he
asleep
was
because it
bored.
was that
But
boring.
you can't talk about a movie if you didn't see it.
I don't
though.
have to see it because you know what? Everybody has told me what it's about, and I already know I would not like that.
I'm
I don't
crossing it
like
out.
religious type
Oh,
movies with
Yes,
religious
Jennifer.
undertones, whether they be negative or positive. I don't feel like it has any reason to be in Hollywood movies.
Number
If they
4.
want to make religious movies, they can do it on their own dime.
Again.
Amen.
Passion of the Christ.
It's not a
Um,
religious movie.
Put that shit on the Channel
it has
40
religious
Christian channel.
undertones. Number 4 is The Void. I felt like it was the storyline's stupid.
Yeah.
What?
They
Why is
should've
there
kept with the
aliens?
cult.
Why is there a cult? Why are they trapped in this hospital, trying to get away from these people?
Piccolo.
Why are they going after them? It makes no sense. The cover of the fucking movie, unfortunately, is what really sold me on even wanting to watch it.
The uniform of the cult
Yeah.
guys was cool.
But like getting into the movie, it was a bad. I just didn't. I don't agree with it.
Hellraiser meets Alien
yeah.
meets
There's too much shit.
The
going
thing-
There's too
on.
much things going
Pick a
on.
lane, nigga.
Annabelle Creation was just a movie that should not have even been made. They shouldn't have. They fucked up the first one. Once you fuck up the first one, it's hard to redeem it by making a sequel to it.
I've had people already seen The Nun and they say it's waffle.
Yeah, I heard the
Waffles.
non
It's just the reason
It's
for them
waffle.
to keep that world
I want a
alive, I
waffle.
guess.
I want an egg right now. Where's 11?
Number 2 is the Australian film Hounds of Love.
Jesus Christ.
I really wanted to like this movie. I thought it was great at first, and
I
then
made
Beto
these guys
says,
watch it last night.
Beto looks and says, well, it's already over. And I was like, what do you mean it's
Nothing.
already over? Nothing happened. Nobody was tortured beyond belief or anything.
She shits herself.
She
Dicks-
shits herself.
dicks
That's
get
the,
shitted on.
That's the highlight of the movie. She
Yeah.
shits
Wow.
herself
I
to
don't
stop
even know
herself
what
from
this
getting
is.
raped.
It's like
Um,
I
an
kind of just want to see it just for that scene.
The
No,
only
that's not
person
even gonna
in
be-
that movie that I even remotely feel for
Uh-huh.
is maybe the mom, because she chose to divorce the dad for whatever reason because she was unhappy, and then her daughter takes it out on her, and then she's stuck having to deal with finding the daughter, and now she's gonna have to deal with the trauma the daughter's going through.
Yeah.
And the daughter is just gonna be like, I fucking hate you, bitch.
Yeah, mom's always pays for it.
Yeah. My number 1 is Jeepers Creepers 3 for the same reasons that Bert said. It's just
Bad.
terribly written. The script is bad. The story is
And the
bad.
Razzie goes too.
There is no fucking reason for him to even make this movie
No.
at all.
And I feel like because of this movie, we're not gonna get the proper fourth one,
Nope.
unless they take it away from him and. Give
I
it to
don't
the-
think they'll let him work anymore because
No,
of it.
I think he's done. He's done.
It's bad enough that they had to pull it from so many theaters.
If the movie would have made money, maybe they would have let him work something.
yeah, but in
it
order
didn't.
for it to have made money, it had to be a good movie.
It wasn't even in theater. It only had 2 days.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, I did good the first day. That's why they made a second day.
yeah.
They made back its budget. It was like $2 million. They made like $5 million on those 2 days and 2 nights.
But you know all them people that saw it on the first, they were like, don't see this movie, it's a piece of shit.
Some people loved
And
it.
there's still some dumbasses
I thought it
who are
was
like,
okay.
it's not great, but I'm buying it to complete the collection. What the fuck
collection?
is up with these? I'm sorry, guys, but okay, you guys say you don't like the movie, but you want to buy it because you got to be a completeness.
Like, why? It's OCD.
I count you.
It's like you shouldn't even
I'm
be
a
part of a
completist
collection.
too, but I'm not gonna buy that fucking.
I got you
shit.
for Christmas, boo. All you are getting Jeepers Creepers next Christmas. You get
Just steal
Jeepers
it
and
from
you
the
get
internet.
Jeepers.
To complete your collection.
If you haven't watched it, pirate it.
You get
please.
rings and you get rings.
It's not worth the
I already
money.
have it.
My
Yeah.
worst list is, first of all, Annabelle. There was no Annabelle in it. They should have called it the Scarecrow and made it about the Scarecrow. It should have been. It would have
It
been
was
better.
about the Scarecrow, it would've been
They
good.
were making a fucking franchise again.
I want a slasher with a
They're gonna do
scarecrow.
the Scarecrow
I
It
now.
did not work with for me.
I
Happy
know.
Death Day, fun but very, very stupid.
Thank you.
There's no storyline. There's no coherence to it. There's no
Cohesiveness?
oomph. Yes.
It's a big word.
Coherence. Coherence.
Cohesiveness.
Coherence is like you're not,
Coherence is like that you're like
you're
all
not
there.
understanding.
Like,
Cohesive means that
He doesn't
you
understand.
flow.
Cohesive
I
together.
don't.
Say it with an
understand.
accent.
Well,
Um,
let me
bigger
know.
accent.
Happy Death Day. It comes at night because nothing came at night.
I come at night.
Raw, they hyped it up like people
Yeah, that
were
was too
throwing up in the fucking theater, blah blah blah. Nothing happened.
Because they gave them all food poisoning.
Was it a
before
vegetarian?
watching.
Hounds of Love. We saw last night. It was supposed to be this intense Australian movie about this couple raping this girl. Nothing happened again. And finally, Jeepers Creepers 3 because motherfucker like what?
Yeah.
I know
what
they
was
only
that?
raped her once.
And it was just the guy.
No,
behind the girl.
no, you went to the bathroom. They raped her
So
together.
I missed the only good part.
Yeah.
They didn't even show shit. They literally walked into the like the girl comes back from the store and she's pissed off
Yeah.
because of whatever the girl like did about lying that
Yeah.
the guy raped her already.
But all those top lists that I've been reading, Hounds of Love is on all of them.
Yeah.
So fuck that. It's like a Lifetime movie. It's a watered down
no
Lifetime
wonder.
movie from Australia. Jeepers Creepers 3 takes the cake. Worst movie of the year.
Yeah. Fuck that movie. Fuck that
Yeah, bad.
movie.
Sharp pointing knife.
Do we have any hopes for next year?
Hopes?
Well, by looking at the like way that horror movies go year by year, we have a good year and then we have a shit year. So if this was our good year,
was kinda
I don't
mixed.
imagine.
I don't think this was a good year. I mean, it was the only
We have a
good
lot
year.
of releases.
This
There was
it
a
was
lot
the
of
only
releases
good.
this year.
Yeah, it's.
Honestly,
There was a good amount of good movies.
it was a
There's
lot
always
easier
gonna be
to
bad
make a bad
movies.
list for me than it was to make a good list
Really?
this year. Yes.
I had the opposite.
I think it was easier for me to make a good list because there were such standouts,
Yeah.
and like the bad lists kind of, like you kind of had to. I had to choose
we
between
shouldn't
what I
talk
found
about-
to be worse than the
Mhm.
other. So I have good hopes. I always have good hopes for the year of horror movies. So
I mean, we were getting Halloween next
Do
year.
we know about
I
any
don't-
releases?
You don't
Only-
think Halloween's
only-
gonna be good?
Really?
I don't. Well, kind of for the reasons Beto said, like the original actor. How physical is Michael gonna be?
He's gonna have a stunt double who's gonna do
I know he's gonna have a
stunts.
stunt double, but I'm just saying.
so what?
like,
He's just gonna do all the scenes where he's standing.
He's just walking.
I feel like
yeah.
they're releasing too
They
much
said
information.
that's what they said. That
Yeah.
he's gonna do the Michael stuff where it's just the walking stuff, and then they're gonna have a guy who does his stunts.
It's just they're releasing too much information into like let it
Where's
kind
the
of.
surprises?
That and like the fact that they're cutting number 2, like to me that's why ignore the fact that she's related to him. That doesn't make that.
And they're
then what's
kind of
the point?
changing the ending.
So
Yeah, it's altered you
each
into
time
reality.
they release more information, I'm kind of getting less inclined to believe in it.
But they really haven't released anything special. Like we don't know the plot or anything. We just know
Just
casting.
assumptions.
We just
Well-
know casting. We just know casting. That's all we know.
Well, how do you feel that the new Halloween might have an altered reality of the original Halloween ending?
I don't care about that.
Bitch, fine. You
I'm
can
not
leave.
gonna- I really don't care about timelines. Like you can give me. I'm used
when
to
it's a
comics.
franchise like
I'm
this,
used to
you
comics.
have to.
I'm used to franchises changing timelines all the time. I don't care about that. I take the movie as face value, as like I judge it on its own. If it connects with the another one, I connect them. But if they don't, I could care less, honestly.
But I feel like you can't do that movie to movie. You
I
can't
do,
go
but I
from one
do.
movie to the next movie and have a different storyline unless it's been a couple movies.
They
in
did it
between.
with
It
Leatherface.
happens all the time.
And look how bad that
Multiple
was.
times. But people still like I don't. To me, it doesn't matter.
Well, we can all just hope for a better year of horror. We know we're gonna have some dips in the road. We have an American Inside coming out. We have a Suspiria remake coming out.
Insidious 4.
we have the
Insidious.
Nun,
We have the Nun.
Yeah, we have a bunch of shit.
Is that?
But you know,
I love this year, by the way. I think it was more good than bad.
I agree.
I love this year because I got to meet all of you guys.
Aww.
trash.
I met
Gag.
Sarah-
Gag.
I met Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yay!
I met Alice Johnson, the Dream Master. Yes.
Anyway, but anyways, as much as we had a good year, we also lost a really good friend of ours this year as well. And we just want to give a little shout out and tribute to Mikey.
Mikey.
Cheers.
So,
Cheers,
to
Mike.
Mikey.
Cheers.
We love you wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Haunting us.
Because honestly, if it wasn't, I think this idea still would have came about, but I think that kind of brought us a little bit
It pushed us
closer.
closer.
We got
'cause-
closer.
And honestly, I think he wouldn't have done the live feeds knowing him, but he would have probably done the podcast. Like, I think he would have brought a fresh taste to it. Like, it would have been nice to have
The gay Batman right here.
With his voice, I'm like, he has the voice for radio. I'm telling you.
No, he doesn't. He is an idler.
But
I bet you're so stupid.
you always have a seat with us, Mikey. So
Yes.
you're always here with us. So you know
We got a Ouija board now, so
Mike,
chime in.
Mikey's movie madness will always live on.
Yeah.
Will.
Thank you guys for listening to us.
Happy
so
New
much.
Year.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year. We'll see you in the new year.
Sweet.
Bye, guys.